So the want, what does she want? The but is the problem. The so is your solution, and your then is the resolution, or how did the story end? So you would answer these questions. What does she want? What's the problem? What's her solution? And then how does the story end? Then you want to combine all of these answers and put them in a sentence for your summary. So Squeaky, since that's her name, Squeaky wants to, but so, and then that is how that works. You basically write the summary as you break it down. Squeaky wants to blank, but blank, so blank, and then blank. So read through the text, use the audio to help you, and please click submit. Once you have clicked submit, you will click next on the bottom right. And for non-live Zoom participants, you will click here for a new Nearpod to review the answers of your somebody wanted to, but so then. You will review your answers. Once the review is over, you will click next on the bottom right. And you will click next again because that is the teacher's somebody wanted, and you should be at lesson 7. This is today, October 16th learning target, where we will use the SALT strategy to read a poem. So you click next, and for non-live, so you missed the live Zoom or you want to go back over the notes, you click on the use this Nearpod, you join the lesson, and this goes through poetry and what it is and what goes in poetry. You have some matching activities, a video about poetry, but the main thing we want to focus on is this: SALT. Subject, ask questions, language, theme. We want to focus on SALT. Here's an example poem to use SALT for, how to eat a poem. So subject of that poem, it was about reading poetry. Some questions I had: why does the poet compare reading to poetry or eating? What would it mean to read a poem politely? What kind of language? These phrases stood out to me. Don't be polite. It is ready and ripe now whenever you are, for there is no core or stem or rind or pit or seed or skin to throw away. And your theme. What is the most important idea the author may want the reader to take away after reading this poem? This poem reveals that poetry doesn't have any wasted parts and that every word is important and meaningful. Readers should read poems the same way they might devour a delicious fruit. And then there are some activities. Once you are done with the Nearpod, you will click next. And you will click next again because that is the teacher Nearpod. This is a video showing you how to use the SALT strategy with a new poem called Thumbprint. Again, subject, questions, language, theme. You will click next and you have a temperature check. There are 2 questions asking how do you feel about SALT. You click next and you want to load 3-7 text number 8 in a new window. And you want to follow the SALT strategy for this poem, Sick. So who or what is this poem about? What is at least one question you have about the poem? What are 2 unique languages you see in the poem? And what is the theme? And make sure you put the title and the author. So the directions, you need 2 languages. If you see a metaphor or if you see a simile which uses like or as,